So, what if I told you that a single banana you invest today could turn into 10 bananas down the road? And I'm not talking about some scam or some get-rich-quick thing. I'm talking about simple, kind of boring, but beautiful math. Today, we are doing a full masterclass on investing. We're going to explain everything you need to know using, well, the most powerful economic tool known to humankind. Bananas. Yes, bananas. All right, let's dive into this, because I promise you, by the end of this, you will never look at your money the same way again. It all boils down to this really simple universal truth, right? We all want more bananas. It's that fundamental drive for security, for freedom, for a better future for ourselves and our families. But the real question isn't if you want more bananas. The question is, what's the smartest way to get them? And maybe even more important, how do you protect the bananas you already have? Okay, so what's the first instinct most of us have? We save, right? We gather up our bananas, we find what we think is a safe spot, and we pile them up. We think we're doing the right thing, protecting them. But here is the secret, the thing nobody tells you when you're starting out. If you are just keeping your bananas in a savings account, you are actually actively losing them every single day. This is part one, the wake-up call. I want you to really think about that. Picture your pile of bananas. It looks safe, doesn't it? It's not going anywhere. The number of bananas in the pile today is the exact same number tomorrow. It feels secure. But are they really worth the same? The answer, and I hate to be the one to tell you this, is a hard no. And the reason why is this: silent, invisible force that's always at work. Kind of like a pest in our financial jungle.
And that force, well, it's called inflation. And in our banana economy, the best way to think about it is like an invisible rot. It's the slow, steady decay that's eating away at the value of each banana, even if the banana itself looks perfectly fine on the outside. So your pile of 100 bananas is still 100 bananas, but what you can actually trade them for at the jungle market, that's shrinking year after year. It's the purchasing power that's decomposing.
So how fast is this rot we're talking about? Well, the source material points to 2026 data, and it projects the average annual inflation rate, our rot rate, to be about 2.5%. Now, I know what you're thinking. 2.5%? Who cares? That sounds tiny. But let's break that down, because this is so important. Think of it like a tiny invisible jungle pest. If you got a pile of 100 bananas, after just 1 year, that little pest has eaten away 2.5 of them in terms of pure value. Your pile still looks like 100 bananas, but it only has the buying power of 97.5. And that doesn't sound like a lot, but this effect, it compounds. In 10 years, that pile is worth less than 78 bananas. In 20 years, it's worth about 60. Over your lifetime, this tiny little pest will devour a massive chunk of your hard-earned savings if you just let it.
And this slide right here just illustrates the long-term damage perfectly. Back in the year 2000, 100 bananas could get you a whole week's worth of supplies from the jungle market. Easy. But you fast forward to 2026, and that same pile of 100 bananas, it might only last you a couple of days. The number of bananas didn't change, but their power, their usefulness, just evaporated. They rotted from the inside out. Your savings are literally decomposing while you watch Netflix.
But here's the beautiful part. There is a way to not just stop the rot, but to actually grow more bananas while you sleep. And the solution? It's a profound shift in how you think. You have to stop focusing on just guarding your pile of bananas, and you start using those bananas to plant banana trees. This is the absolute core of investing. It's the shift from playing defense to playing offense, from protecting your pile to building a self-sustaining financial jungle.
All right, so what is investing then? Let's put a real definition on it. Investing is simply the art and science of planting your financial jungle. It's the whole process of using the bananas you have today to create systems that will generate even more bananas for you in the future. You're turning your savings from a static, rotting pile into a dynamic, living, growing organism. Now here's what most people don't get about planting this jungle. At first, it feels impossibly slow. Look at this timeline. Year 1, monkey plants a small tree, and nothing happens. Year 5, the tree's a little bigger, but still no bananas. This is the boring part. This is where almost everybody gives up. They say, ugh, this isn't working, and they go right back to guarding their rotting pile. But the real magic is happening underground, where the roots are taking hold. Now fast forward to year 20, the tree starts dropping a few bananas. But here's the crucial part, the secret that builds empires. You don't eat those bananas. You plant them. Those new bananas become new trees. And those trees drop even more bananas, which you plant to become even more trees. See, this isn't addition, it's multiplication. It's not linear growth, it's exponential. This is compound interest, what Einstein supposedly called the eighth wonder of the world. And as you can see, 40 years later, that one little tree has become a self-sustaining jungle of 1 million trees, all working for you.
So at the end of the day, it's really this simple. At its heart, investing is just taking your bananas and putting them towards something you believe will be worth more bananas in the future. That's it. It's an act of faith in future growth. You are literally buying a small piece of that future.
And there are a whole bunch of different kinds of banana trees you can plant, and each one has its own personality. You know, the chart here shows the main ones. Stocks are like owning a piece of a giant established banana farm. Bonds, they're a bit different. That's like lending your bananas to another farmer for a guaranteed return of more bananas later on. Then you have real estate, which is like owning the land the whole jungle grows on. And crypto, that's like a new genetically modified tree that could either grow to the moon or just wither tomorrow. Some of these trees grow super fast but are really vulnerable to jungle storms. Others are slow, steady, and incredibly reliable. For the rest of this, we're going to focus on the most common and effective ones for beginners.
Okay, let's make this crystal clear. This chart right here shows the 3 paths your bananas can take. That flat line, that's your pile of bananas in a savings account. The line that's dipping down a bit, that's the same pile after that 2.5% inflation rot starts to set in. And that big, beautiful green bar climbing up to the sky, that is your banana plantation. That is investing. Historically, the broad stock market, a collection of all the biggest banana farms, has returned an average of about 10% per year. So even after you subtract the rot from inflation, you're still growing your banana wealth by over 7% each year. Your bananas aren't just surviving, they are thriving and multiplying.
Okay, so you're convinced. You need to plant trees. But how do you actually do it? As you start this journey, you're going to find there are basically 2 main philosophies, 2 paths you can take through this jungle. Let's call them the path of the hunter and the path of the farmer. And this is a really crucial distinction that's going to define your entire investing experience.
So on the left, you've got the active path. This is the hunter. And this monkey, oh man, this monkey is obsessed. They're watching 30 hours of YouTube on banana trends. They're on Reddit at 3 in the morning trying to perfectly time the market, to buy the dip. And the result? Monkey has a headache. It is so stressful, it's time-consuming, and study after study shows that for most people, even the pros, it leads to worse results. Then on the right, you have the passive path, the farmer. This monkey has a simple, unwavering plan. They plant 10 banana trees every single week. They don't care if it's sunny, they don't care if a storm is brewing, they just plant. And the result? Monkey is chilling. They just trust the process and let the jungle grow on its own.
So the farmer's secret weapon is this amazing concept called dollar cost averaging. It sounds all fancy, but it just means you invest a fixed amount of money at regular intervals, like clockwork. When the jungle weather is stormy and the price of banana trees is low, your fixed amount actually buys you more trees. When the weather is perfect and prices are high, it buys you fewer trees. Over time, you just average out your purchase price, and you remove all the stress and the guesswork of trying to time the market. You just buy consistently and let time do all the heavy lifting for you. Now, someone might ask, okay, I get it. Be the farmer, not the hunter. I'm in. But with all these options you showed me, stocks, bonds, crypto, what's the best type of banana tree to actually plant? And that is a great question. It's the place where a lot of people just get paralyzed by all the choices. So let's look at a helpful little guide.
All right, this is fantastic. The source material put together this tier list, so let's walk through it. S tier, obviously bananas. That's the whole point, right? Now, A tier, we have index funds and ETFs. The source calls them low-key fire, and honestly, for 99% of beginners, this is the absolute best place to start. We're going to dive deep into what these are in just a second. B tier, you've got gold, a classic store of value, great hedge against that inflation rot. C tier holds crypto, super volatile, like a mysterious jungle vine, but it has shown some solid long-term potential. D tier is real estate, great for income, but you need a lot of bananas to get started. And finally, E tier, we have individual stocks. The source basically calls this more work than it's worth, because trying to pick the one winning banana farm out of thousands is just incredibly difficult and risky compared to that beautiful A-tier strategy. So let's focus on that A-tier powerhouse, the index fund. What in the world is it? Okay, think of it like a magical basket. Instead of trying to pick just one banana farm to invest in, you put your bananas into this one basket, and it automatically buys you a tiny little slice of the 500 biggest and most successful banana farms in the entire jungle. With one single purchase, you become a part owner of the whole economy. You're not just betting on one farm, you're betting on the entire agricultural system.
Okay, let's really dig into this, because the power of this magical basket, it all comes down to one single word: diversification. This is the golden rule of planting your jungle. It means you do not plant all your trees in one small part of the jungle.
Why? Because if a localized storm hits that one area, if one company goes bankrupt or one sector has a bad year, your entire jungle could get wiped out. But with an index fund, you've planted trees in the mountains, in the valleys, on the islands, everywhere. If a flood hits the valley, your mountain trees are totally fine. You're betting on the long-term success of the entire jungle, not just one single tree. It is the safest, most effective way for a beginner to get started.
Okay, we've covered the why to beat inflation. We've covered the what, planting trees, specifically in those diversified index funds. And we've covered the how, by being a patient farmer, not a stressed-out hunter. So now, let's bring it all home. How do you, right now, after listening to this, plant your very first tree?
Honestly, it is this simple. Step 1, just figure out how many bananas you can comfortably set aside to plant each month after all your needs are taken care of. It doesn't have to be a lot. Consistency is way more important than the amount. Step 2, use a modern investing app. There are so many great low-cost options out there that make this whole process incredibly easy. Step 3, schedule your investment. Tell the app to automatically plant, say, 50 bananas on the first of every single month. And then, and this is the most important part, forget about it. Let the system work. Be the chilling monkey.
And as you get started, just try to keep these common mistakes in mind. Don't invest the bananas you need for next week's rent. Don't expect to be rich by next year. Remember that 40-year timeline. Don't stop planting just because the weather looks a little cloudy. And crucially, when a big jungle storm, a market crash inevitably hits, do not panic and sell all your trees. Storms are natural. The jungle always recovers and grows back even stronger. You have to stick to the plan.
Because this is the end goal. It's not about being a genius. It's not about getting lucky. It's about having a simple plan and the discipline to stick with it for a very long time. It's about letting the magic of compounding do all the work for you. It's about being the farmer, trusting the process, and just letting your jungle grow.
The knowledge is yours now. You understand the rot of inflation and the power of planting trees. You know the path of the farmer and the magic of that diversified basket. But here's the thing. Your financial jungle will not plant itself. So the only question left is this: what is the very first tree that you are going to plant today?